The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has ordered the removal of all structures that have exceeded the approved setback along the coastal corridor. Now, Governor Sanwo-Olu gave the instruction during an unscheduled visit to the coastline, where he observed that some of the structures violated the state's physical planning regulations. Take a look.
The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, accompanied by his deputy Kadri Hamzat and some members of the State Executive Council, take off from the 5 cowries terminal Falomo Ikoyi to carry out an on-the-spot assessment of riverine communities within the state harboring unapproved structures. After about 25 minutes on the waterways, the team arrives at Ilashe community, moves in a convoy, taking note of all unapproved structures erected close to the lagoon. The next stop is the Transition Company of Nigeria in Ilashe. The traditional rulers in the area joined Governor Sanwo-Olu and the Electricity Distribution Company in a closed-door meeting. After the discussion, the state government gives assurances of power supply in the riverine communities.
You will recall that we've been on this journey for the past 4 or 5 hours now. We started from Inagbe by the border to Ilashe, and we went to Ibeshe. And went to Kare, and we've driven, both on the lagoon side and also on the Atlantic Ocean side. We've been able to see and appreciate first the challenges that people face in this area, but also to see the enormous opportunity that we'll also have on this corridor. Gentlemen, press, you saw that we had to visit first the substation. The transmission line substation here at Ilashe, and it's interesting to also report that Messrs. Eco Disco were also with us on this journey, and from there we were able to see the step down, I think it's 30 MVA substation that is there, and you've also seen that we have powered the 11 kVA, from 133 to 30, from 132 to 33 and to 11. You've seen that everything what is now remaining is really just the connection to the various houses and to the various homes and facilities that we have here. And Eco Disco, there was an official handover of the step-down transformers, to them. So we're bringing life back into this community.
This part of Lagos is a major tourist area where individuals have invested their funds, neglecting building planning approvals, leaving government with no other choice than to mark for removal, insisting that sanity of construction regulations will be enforced in Ibeshe and Ilashe communities.
What we've seen is that there's also been a lot of disjointed building, going on. There's been a lot of abuse of the fiscal planning approval. There's been complete abuse on the lines that have been set, from the ocean. There are set lines that are known, that have been graded. You should not exceed, a certain building lines and the kind of thing you also need to build. So these are all things that we've all seen. That's why we brought you out here. And so what we're coming back to do, with both fiscal planning, LAPCA, urban development, they will come and do full enumeration. We'll do a proper full, enumeration will get us built, and we'll not be able to take a final decision. Final decision will be inclusive of how do we regularize, how do we give titles, how do we, ensure that also the locals are not disadvantaged, how do we settle everybody, how do we ensure that life now can begin to come fully back into this neighborhood, and how do we ensure that the tourism potential, more importantly, the tourism potential that this whole stretch have. How can government be a strong enabler, for that to happen and be able to, appreciate the opportunity and the potential that this place. And we also see that we have a lot of security personnel that are on ground. Maybe we still need to speak more with the Nigerian police so that they have proper representation. We have an area commander across the lagoon there, so maybe we need to also have, some other, boots on the ground on this side. And what kind of hospital facilities do we also need to provide for it? So it's a full eco, system that would, what kind of shopping facilities must have? Supermarkets, fire station, pharmacy, fuel station. It's a whole full, work-life experience that we believe that this trip has given us, has opened our eyes. And so what you're meant to you've seen things for yourself, and you know that as a government, we cannot fold our arms and not intervene and not support and not regulate. And so everything are part of the things that we have come here to see.
As the team returns to the outskirts of Lagos, the state government says the Ministry of Environment, Waterfront Infrastructure Development and the State Building Control Agency will resume their duties in these communities to ensure the development master plan for Lagos is also achieved along the coastal line.